What kind of music do you like? Cool. I like dubstep too.
I'm sorry. There. Let's see if we can just go there. Okay, then go over here. It's actually minimized at the moment, so I'm just like there. Hi, hello. How are you? It's so good to see all of you, whomever the fuck happens to be here. Good on you. Like I said, it's noisy as fuck outside. White people be honking in ways that I have never heard before in my life. So I'm just like, yeah, we'll just play some video games. You know, still enjoying this game. Still liking it. It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot. But you know, sometimes you just gotta like get to that next part, you know. I really gotta redesign the interior of my car, but I really gotta like put a roof rack on first, and that's gonna be a whole fucking ordeal. So, hi, hello again, and to you, sir. It's like they know I'm gonna throw the spear. Oh, you too don't like seeing your friends set the heads on sticks. I get it. Alright, where's the dude who's just... Okay, that guy, I mean, like... Did you light yourself on fire? This music is perfect for this. Have you done this before? Fuck. Okay. Alright, yes, I know. Gotta think about this as my, like, kind of like mental inventory here a little bit. Oh, get in the water. Oh, yeah, but that means that you have to, like... Some of the mechanics in this game, though, they just move so quick. So unbelievably quick. I'm just gonna hang out for a minute and let you walk off, and then I'm gonna cut myself up. I mean... Come back here, fucker. That's right, walk away. Thought we had like a cult vendetta thing going on, but it's fine. Yep. I don't even think I can... Okay. Gotta duel sometimes. This thing, the knife is nice and quick though. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, your friend came too. Oh, I'm kind of expecting to die here, so it's fine. Right. The real thing is that, like, I wonder, can you distract him with stones? You can't just have motherfuckers spawning... Alright. I think that guy's a tooth abscess. Anyway, is anyone actually here? You just hanging out? I see. Well, does make some priorities somewhat clear. Ooh, I know. I found it stimulating too. Oh, come on. What, you don't like Euro trash music? Yes, you do. This spear is not very good at killing motherfuckers, is it? Come on. Ugh. Crazy on fire lunatic. I know. It's a cornucopia of empathy madness, but let's just... You look like you could use a fucking lamp. Okay, so we have to kill this annoying guy who's trying to sell us. I'm gonna say... Kim Kardashian's new cologne. Sure, never used that combination of words before. It's challenging. It's hard to deter solicitors. I know. I'm scared. I'm scared of me coming outside too sometimes. Well, there you go. Okay, let's just go and just right there. Whew. All right, there's that, and then there's this, and there's this. I don't have any improvised explosives whatsoever, which is a real issue. We'll work on those. And then, okay, I can throw rocks down at these guys. This thing does so little damage. It's basically a paperweight. Combined with what? Can I put you on a stick? That would be helpful. I need arrows. That's really what it comes down to. Hey, Salinas, what's up? How are you doing? Can I lure them away from the hut and then come back? Okay, cool. Shack. My abode. My domicile. Okay, and then this. Also E, as in E. Cummings. East is the direction. Oh fuck. Ah! Leave me alone, guy on fire. I'll fight you in the water. What? You can't... Okay. So does the fire hurt the guys or no? Cause I'm struggling to figure this one out. Also, I need to summon electricity really fast here. Well, that's a flare. And he appears to be dead. Okay. Just that was your last hurrah, huh? That's all. That's it. That's just that. Also, the arc of this rock is not. It's not exactly accurate. All right. There. Example A. You can put everything on a stick. Also, I'm here now. Hey, what's up, Game Lord? Good to see you. I'm still. I need to make arrows. I say like a simple-minded kid who's just like, right. I've used all my bullets. I've built a whole bunch of improvised weapons. And like that moment, you're just like, right. Arrows. I guess. Yeah, that does make sense. Hey man, oh, they're attacking that lady? Oh yeah, that is not gonna fly. Uh-huh. See, now you piss me off because somebody else is getting hurt. Uh-huh. Cool, so about that, what if I just go ahead and, really quick, retcon just a tad, so that I ever so slightly, and then some pebbles. Alright, looks like we've manufactured a M60 machine gun. No, that's not can't be right. Where's the other fire? I don't have the fire right there. Alright, but I can't block with the arrow, so that's troublesome. It's also fucked up I can't block with the spear either, but hey, you know what? We'll take it as it goes. Do I have to, yeah, this thing here, stun gun ammo. Okay, so we're gonna go... you know what? Let's go stones first. That makes kind of sense. Then a hatchet there. And then over here, we'll put a stun gun, but I guess kind of like the police way of thinking, that's off, seldom works. And then... Alright, and then how about this? Hey, welcome. Mm-hmm. I know, I had the exact same reaction when you motherfuckers decided to tear up my fucking camp with a motherfucking disco party. Even though it was the fucking terrible kind of hippie-ass motherfucking psytrance, you try to make it seem like something else. But you know what, lady? I'm gonna let you come back to me on this one because that's like you're going into the woods and I don't want to be creepy, so... Oh, okay. Let's make some more arrows. Oh, also, how you doing, Game Lord? How was the last couple hours? Oh, more of those fucking guys. Okay, so it seems to hook a little bit left. Bingo. Woof. Hey. Hey. Oh yeah, they do not like these sticks and skull things, do they? Yeah, just like all the rest of the hippies. Okay. That's the wrong thing, but you know what? That's fine by me. Alright, and then this, and then swap it around. Grab this guy. Where's another skull? Because I just want to go oogie boogie one more time. Oogie, oogie boogie boogie. So good. I mean, it's probably less entertainment value for you guys, but you can only put so many heads on sticks. I assume for other people. I mean, I just kind of keep doing it every single day, just like living this fucking avenging angel life, but hey, whatever. Okay, there's that, and that, and that. If only I could light it on fire, huh? The usual. Nice. Cool. Yeah. I vibe. Vibe. Vibes going around. Vibe squad. Okay. I'm gonna change the station on this. Also, I do appear to be kind of starving. So that's not good. So let's go ahead and, boom. Uh-huh. Just typical Saturday night. Why aren't you out, like, painting the town? I'm gonna go with crimson. Alright. And then the bow. What am I saying? I guess now at this point, like, once you have air, like, bows, okay, probably, like, rocks. Not as important when you have a bow and arrow. Okay. Cool. Cool. Good stuff. Do need vodka for that trap, though. So, that, this, and all these other rocks, and I really wish I had that assistant still, but... everything to their season, I suppose. Social anxiety, mostly. Man, I got the opportunity to, like, sit in a couple bars lately and just, like, actually, like, hang out and talk to people. It was really fun. Sometimes. Every once in a while, it was used as essentially a metaphorical bludgeon, but most of the time it was okay. Also, fear of prison rape. How the fuck did you how did you traverse those two distances? Like, how did you get from one to the other that quick? You can, like, I don't even explain. I need a diagram, because that was like, I mean, same for me, I guess, but also. Don't make me get in this golf cart. Also, this is like hold music. Like, it's like the Cisco hold music that just, like, is actually a vibe. It's like one of the few like no. This right here, that is a vibe. It's a bop. Okay, cool. So the cannibals are fucking off for a little while. Fantastic. Now we just have to solve the problem of, like, not having a lot of food at present. So... that helicopter is not in the game, I do not believe. We'll check. Painting the town? Oh, well... I mean, it is an idiom, but I mean, you know, yeah, I get it. I think. Who knows? When it's art, it's confusing. Titillating. Difficult to communicate about at times. Very frequently, in fact. Okay, cool, so we can build on top of this. The question is, fucking how? Alright. Because I don't think I can climb this rope with logs. I'll be right back, Tree Fort. Is there just like a ladder? Why can't... There's gotta be some reason for which I cannot attach this log to another log. What if I build some kind of staircase? Stairway to case. No. Great googly moogly, it's fucking difficult to craft in this game at times. Okay, let's see here. You know, actually, despite having done a couple of things like that in the past, no, this time, not so much. Also, what about butting a hooker? Okay. Turns out shooting tiny birds of flight is somewhat difficult. Also, I mean, I'm sure every guy has this like conversation in his head metaphorically, but I've never paid for sex. I'm not opposed to it. Probably should do it in kind of like moral grounds to support the idea, but do you need some kind of like light in here? Some kind of floodlight would also be in it. Okay, let's do this. Got plenty of a draft, so that's fine for this. You go there, combine that, and then alright. Then this. Cool. And then there was still a guy who's pretty hungry. Need a can opener, but an energy bar will keep me up, and I do have to sleep. So, let's get to the point where I actually get to go and... Why am I missing exactly one ceiling piece? Because aligning the objects in this game to correctly land is essentially... It's like solving a Gordian knot. It's very challenging. Oh no. Yeah, you know what? Fuck this. Okay, where's the? I need a log. Cool. Are these split yet? No. So me is like exactly the same thing. Kind of axe I found in the woods. Probably probably not related. Okay. Let's go here, 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 here. Come on. Okay. Let's just how about that? Yeah. Are you happy? Are you happy? You perfectionistic mother. Never mind. Oh. Hi. Hey, listen, I'm really sorry about that time where I kind of like hit you with some... Alright, I'm just not... We're just gonna do a thing where like, I don't follow you. And then... we're just gonna treat this... I'm not gonna finish that thought. You are too strangely sexually attractive. For me to say something that adults said way too often back when I was a kid, it was pretty kind of weirdly inappropriate. Okay, there we go. Nope, just missed the bluebird. Alright. Every shot you miss, it's like 3 more just spawn in their place. I'm sure there's some dating advice in that. Hey, lady, I'm gonna just put weapons away when you're around. Just don't want you to be too freaked out. But some kind of... I need to get a whole bunch of like logs here, so... Really? I mean, but like... I mean, maybe. It's kind of small, though, and hard to maneuver around. And also, like, I do feel like a fence of some kind, like you did say, is a good way to go. The real problem is it's, like, more the hunger issue. Okay. So, maybe fishing traps? Yeah, that's actually a good idea. That's kind of a... Oh, wow. That just gets dark quick. Also, another thing, this whole, like, look at this, like, you can't just bash it open with a rock, this canned food? This doesn't make any sense. Like, come on, it's right the fuck there. Alright. Wow. I feel you. Also, hey Kana, what's going on? How are you? I know that was so long ago. Many moons. Kind of. Well, I guess technically. Well, depending. How are you, man? How's life? How are things? Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, crazy asshole. Come over here. Humanities. Some disco music and or stuff from Newgrounds. Geez, that's a blast from the past. Yeah, totally. Alright. Okay. Where do we... I need... I just went to the Whole Foods and just bought some Tate's cookies in my mind's eye, but who knows? Oh, fuck. Well, can I combine with the circle? Whoa. Whoa. Yo. That's a lot of stuff that you can make with a circuit board, which isn't exactly correct, but okay. Yeah. Interesting. How do you make carbon fiber fucking arrows? Explosive carbon fiber. Okay. Explosive stone arrow. I mean, I guess with D batteries? Kana Karhu. Is he my friend Haley who? Let's just see if I can, like, sleep off the hunger. Guess not. How did I piss off so many people? Oh, I know. By just existing. Typically. Hey, there's this job. Come and enjoy it. There's a per diem, and you'll be on these, like, private military. Oh, fuck me! Oh, fuck. Close the door, lock the door. Can I just go to bed? Guys, survival's fucking hard. Come on. Ugh. Alright, hello, trusty flare. Probably should have lit it first. Still working for the big blue, still having sleep issues. Haha, nothing new. Sorry to hear your situation. Yeah, when the person you love, oh well, I guess I should say, the person I was under the impression I was in love with at the time, tries to... Whew. Does some horrible stuff. Do I have to kill... There's so many scary motherfuckers out there. We gotta bet this music is pretty great. It's actually kind of like, yeah, Sven, look, the zombies are back again. Oh shit. They don't like it when we cope. It makes them very angry. Who's Big Blue? I mean, like, I say wink wink. With the most resounding of wink winks. Alright. Oh, now there's moonlight that works. that rewire themselves? Which ones are those? Hopefully this guy won't kill me as I pick up my backpack and then run the fuck. Oh, no, he will. Okay, got it. But yeah, Kana, how are you doing? How's life? Tell me everything. I mean, like, about things. It's actually really, truly nice to see these names again. It's pleasant. Okay. Really? Oh, they're really good at seeing when I throw the spear, aren't they? Okay. And they're really good at walking it off, which is... It's almost like... You can tell they're definitely having a lot less fun when they're on fire and they... Yeah. But you might be right about that whole, like, trap that rewires. Okay, we gotta get in the water, because we don't get, like, light the fuck on fire. Uh-huh. Yeah, back off, buddy. Mm-hmm. 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 Just like my company, I'll murder you with prickling sarcasm, you fuck. Yeah. Yeah, come on. No, yeah. This is good. I think it's like we've all learned some things. I learned some things. Come on. Get over here. Go ahead, no, you know what? Go get your friends. It'll be good for both of us. See, I have to yell at the NPCs. Why do they keep stealing your walls? I don't know. Probably, like, because they don't want me to feel safe. I'm pretty, like, have a lot of experience with that now. Let's see, Bone Maker, Spring Trap, do the Hokey Pokey. I mean, I guess, like, we have different kinds of traps, right? It'll just be like, there we go. Let's grab that one. Cha-ching. Come and get me. It'll be great. Get to learn all these different things about different cultures. Okay, so they do hook a little bit to the left. These little stones I'm throwing here. Was there like an electricity trap? Well, that one is just... Well, a silent alarm, a leaf trap, a Molotov tripwire, and... I feel like this is a good one to put next to, like... It would be nice if there was, like, an actual, like, where does this, like, swing into kind of thing. But hey. I'll just grab some logs. Life feels like living in a bubble. Nothing changes. It's like being stuck in a small town, but it's the size of a country. This is like, but like, why isn't like, are you guys like the Germans where you have like a really like kinky interpersonal scene, or no? I feel like that's like what that's what like Germans like have that, right? Where they like kind of like party hard, as a like. I've heard that Sweden, though we kind of like oh Sweden, it seems so idyllic. I've heard just absolutely roaringly boring. I'm trying. I really am trying. I'm making every attempt possible to put traps in the right place, outside of my little log cabin, to prevent the cannibals from running up and stealing my walls. It's like the cannibals have come and tried to tear my house down so many fucking times. I'm getting like neurotic about it. It's like, put the trap down. Don't lose the walls. Get to sleep. Get to talk to the nice mutant girl. I really miss Kelvin. He was good at getting logs. I thought they just liked Kelvin and that's why they wouldn't hurt him. You can compare this place to Alaska, but we're okay being nude in saunas. Do they not? Are they not okay with that at Alaska? How the fuck? So does this thing trigger and then like go in? What direction does this trap go? I don't get it. So many things. Okay. Man, Kelvin. I'm so sorry. Buddy. Okay. Kelvin appears to be made out of carbon fiber, so I guess we can't take him apart, but I just wanted to bury you like a friend, man. Like, maybe we'll find like some kind of like rejuvenation potion or something. You never know. Some of these games can sometimes take a weird turn. It does have a bit of a Slavic style to it. I know. Vroom vroom to you, asshole in the car. Alright. Okay, so we need them logs right there. And that. Okay, so these fly swatter traps. That maybe is the best option because we got a whole bunch of those, right? So come here, hokey pokey, turn it all around, and then just make the one that we can afford so that we can totally survive the fucking night. But then we need to get, let's see, rope. Where the fuck is the rope? Who the fuck knows where the rope is? Not sure at present. Ugh, come on. Did I... Oof, one time. Made the game mechanics work for me. Alright. Let's see. Save this real quick. And then, I think at this point, we're going to go back to that little starting area because I think... It's not like we missed that thing, but there's like maybe one cave we're supposed to go in because there's like an icon there that's like we're supposed to run in and grab. I mean, maybe a bit of a slip there, but love to live somewhere warm. Isn't Finland warm some of the time though? Or is it just like winter, spring for a few months, and then just back to winter? Cool. So do I have enough arrows, or is that where did I die? Or did I get knocked unconscious after having something like a weird dream? Waking up and being like, man, I miss Kelvin. I like that I got a mini-map and a GPS. Huh, I have a rebreather. I wonder if this is like one of those, I mean, yeah, with the whole no food thing. Alright. I'm just like saying, like, you know, not every lake has like a visibility distance of 2 feet. Like in Finland, for example, where the water is very clear and pretty. Okay, 90 degrees summers, but we're not talking like. But you can't be you can't be doing stuff like that. You can't be like jumping back to Fahrenheit because that makes me think of Celsius, and he's gone. Where's that Kelvin? It's traumatic losing NPC helpers. It's like, was this? Was he real? Well, this little journey just got a little stranger. Oh, the sky's gonna turn. Okay. Keep your breath locked, that's best in with Big Red. Okay. No, I guess there was nothing at the bottom of the lake, but you always gotta check behind waterfalls. It's basically a law. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we're good. Man, how much fun was that? Did I stream the original Shadow Warrior? Did I not finish that? That kind of sounds like me. Where do you live, Mr. GL? Big B? Rigby? Rigby. Okay. Need feathers from birds to make stone arrows. What? Come on. You gotta remember, man. Yeah. I'm so fucked up from like living inside of my car that I'm in kind of like hallucinatory pain. So when I talk to you guys, you gotta understand that like most people have never been even a fraction as stressed as I am almost every moment of every single day. And that makes communicating and remembering things extremely challenging. Like I said, I'm not kidding here. I've been sleep deprived, heavily sleep deprived, for 2 years. Because people don't just stop not honking horns and being assholes to everyone around them just because you're like trying to sleep in your car. Not to mention that when I was in Boulder, people literally would like. The people in Boulder are so fucking insane. Pancakes with thermite or waffles with thermite, both delicious. Yeah, but it's a wet heat though, cause that's fucked up shit. Oop, there we go. It's 12 here, like midnight. Used to be a peacekeeper in Slebanon, that's why the sleep issues. Ugh. Sorry, I attacked one of your people, Game Lord. He was just such a good, like, he just sounds so pissed off. I'm just gonna eat this because I hate seeing, like, the question mark next to the fly amanita. We're just like, yeah, I know exactly what it is, but, oh, yeah, no, it's a frown, it's a frowny, I get it. But which one, what? Yes, we're talking Fahrenheit, Celsius, Kelvin, some kind of metric I've never heard of. You know, oh, hey, what's up? Nope, I didn't. Okay. I'm trying to calm down. Tannerite chips with thermite milk. I mean, it just sounds now that sounds like a night on the town. Probably not the best nutritional profile there, but hey. Okay, let's see. Back there, and then we gotta go this way. And, still yet to find any. Well, that was just a hard dig, wasn't it? What combination of, like, screams and howls? Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. 1 second here. Sorry about 1 sec. Can you guys hear me again? Apologies. Yeah, that's my car battery just like um basically turned off. It lies to me constantly, like never ending. Like running this little setup here, it's like you'll have 10 hours left. 3 hours later, it's just like go fuck yourself, turning off. You're like, okay, cool, that's fine. Yeah. Where are you? Yes, you may touch the protagonist if you like. It's David Attenborough just losing his fucking mind out here, just being like, yes, when stranded, the unseen personal journal entries of a David Attenborough. Too explicit. I know. Look at all these deers. Okay, so we could do that. So I have to go. I left a parking garage. Now I have to go back into a parking garage. And then maybe, well, it might be too late, but I'll take a look here. It's show times. No, I can't, like, leave my car charging in a parking lot with the thing, like I can be somewhat brash and braggadocious, but that's a bit much even for me. Staying in the car to choice while working things out. So, like, the person that I refer to as girlfriend is someone named Adrian Birch. And they ended up being a sociopath. They tried to kill me. And it was very, 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 very bad. And they stole everything. My house, just about everything I owned. And, sorry, look, I know, I gotta eat, yo, but, like, come on, come here, no, Spearfishing for deer is hard. I'm going island mad, aren't I? No, so, and then this is also true. My own family tried to kill me, so that was fun. The people that I, let's just say, thought of as my family tried to incite me to suicide, which was pretty brutal. Whew. And it sounds so awful. It's like it almost couldn't have happened, but it got so bad I started having to basically record every second of my life because I just couldn't believe how evil people were being to me. So, yeah, it was like everything. So, I got severe PTSD, and then a bunch of lawyers stole a whole bunch of my money. And yeah, she got away with it because none of my friends believed that it was happening to me. Or something. See, it's some of the reasons why it's sometimes I can talk about it. Like if I am, it's a little hard to explain. But I have to spend most of my day. I shared with her the one thing that I thought I could never endure going through again, which is being evicted from my home, like I was when I was a kid. So she started planning it. So she has tens of millions of dollars of wealth. She's a St. Louis landlord with a lot of property and wealth. And she lost her mom, who was also a sociopath, and when that happened, she started trying, essentially hallucinating reasons to try and kill me. She got addicted to a bunch of heavy medication. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is there's a lot more to the story. But the reason why I start talking a little bit slower is because I have to kind of concentrate to not go into flashbacks. Oh look, aloe. It's complicated and fucked up in a way that I can't even it's very, yeah. I mean, it's probably not the worst thing you've ever heard, but I then also did test positive for arsenic poisoning. And then I tried to tell the police about it, and they told me to fuck off. And then I tried to tell the storage unit about it, where all my stuff was stored, because I didn't want somebody to I couldn't sell any of the few things I still owned. Because I couldn't go back in there because I was pretty sure it was making me really sick. And then I got poisoned by white hemlock, which is a really dangerous plant after that, because I was homeless and living in a car, and then the pollen blew into the window during spring, and in Colorado no one does anything because they're all fucking lunatics. They don't give a shit about anything out here. And I nearly died. I have almost, and then while I was working on my car, right after I got out from underneath it, a car came by and sideswiped it. Almost crushed my chest, nearly split my rib cage open in half. I was working beneath the rotor, the brake rotor. Whew, sorry. It's and it just actually gets worse and worse and worse. There was serious violence involved. I was maimed. Real bad. Really, really, really bad. Real bad. And that's one of the reasons why I try to keep it it's very difficult, because when it's when it's actually when I tell the whole story, it actually probably will be the worst thing you ever actually heard. But then I will basically go into post-traumatic shock. So it's the reason why I'm playing video games, because I literally couldn't. I've never imagined the world. Didn't think it was possible. To lose Celsius. Was his name Kelvin? Okay, these animals are just straight up spawning in, and they're just taking multiple fucking like spear points right to the chest and just walking the fuck off. So that's gotta be bullshit. There's like, where the fuck? I need. Also, I probably have to move my car here in a minute and then start charging up this battery. But, yeah. Okay, there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, vodka bottle, good stuff. And there. Okay, there. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, that's also like, that is one of the problems. Is like if I think about it too much, I kind of like get super confused and distracted. Because I'm just like, I immediately think about all the stuff that happened. And like, I got actually like tortured by somebody during the whole experience, which was pretty shitty. Someone in my family. So I'm gonna take that as like a hug from the raccoon tribe. Just be like, all right, cool, I'll take a little hug. Okay, she's like, air hug, buddy. We can't trust you because you got like all this stuff. But like, yeah, it was just, I don't even. It is impossible to talk about because like, the really nasty part about it was that when I tried to talk to my friends, I tried to like speak to anybody in my community, they literally just like wrinkled their nose like they smelled something bad, and they couldn't it was like literally they couldn't hear something awful without them making them feel bad. So basically they turned empathy into a weapon against themselves. So then they're just like, I don't want to hear about that. Like my own best friend. I mean, I wish, man, but like, I tried. Like, you can only go through so many near-death experiences and then have nobody, like, no other Homo sapien show up for you. Like, I got some help, let's say, but it's very, and ongoing help, I will also say, but it's very complicated to explain. Some really serious incidents happened related to like the legal system and cybersecurity and also the nature of consciousness. So I basically just ended up in this scenario where I'm like completely I mean, I guess the good news is we got each other. In an abstract way, in a joking way, but also I am also very, very, very glad that I do have a streaming community, I will say, with my head. Oof. So I'm just going to explain something real fast, which is kind of difficult to understand, perhaps, that when you get brutally abused by people in a way that involves near-death hysterics, you can end up with this thing called depersonalization, which is really, 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 really difficult to deal with. So what that does is you basically, if no one ever like kind of like lets you vent and like talk about what happened, because I had these friends I had for many, many years. I went to Burning Man with them. I knew some of them like around high school. Like they're just like a couple dudes, like my friend Carlin, my friend Max, like all these people. And that's such a Trump way of saying all these people. I had a bunch of friends that I grew up, I basically entered my young adulthood with. And I knew them for decades. And when I called and explained what happened to them, most of them just disappeared. Like, they never called me back. They never responded. The few that did actually treated me like I was abusive and was aggressive, and it was like they couldn't believe that I hadn't done anything wrong. So, yeah, my best friend, a guy named Max Nova, just pretty much told me he didn't want to fucking hear anything about it, and to talk to me when I had done all the work and recovered on my own. And then my other friend Carlin Getaliff did the same fucking thing, and then my other friend Neil Wright did the same thing, and then my other friend Andy Ellis all did the same thing. And they're very unsupportive and disinterested in basically helping me cope, or even just like talking with me about the issue in a lot of ways. And then when I found the evidence of the person planning everything on a dash cam in the car that she owned while she was driving back from the airport with her friend, I showed it to them, and they realized it was as bad as I was describing it in the beginning. And I'm pretty sure they essentially had disassociation events from guilt. So they basically couldn't handle the fact that they were being really terrible friends, and they just disappeared. They never called me back, and just let me kind of die. And then some of my other friends, like my friend Carlin, also kind of revealed himself to be a sociopath. Like a very highly, extremely masked sociopath. Because these people, all my friends who I knew, like all these people I just described, they are extremely wealthy. They're from a town that has like guest houses at houses. Some of them own multiple houses. Never once offered me a place to stay. When I was a little bit more candid about asking for help, they literally like pretty much told me like, they're like, I'll help you sign up for like the government resources that will help you, and I don't want to really talk to you anymore. Whew. It was really, really bad. But Mr. Game Lord, this may sound absolutely. I mean, I am grateful, like the fact, like you financially helping me out, plus, is like, yeah. The thing is like the reason why I didn't stream at all for this entire period of time was I had nowhere to do it. Like that's how bad it got. Like I didn't have any place that was quiet. All my friends are extremely wealthy, and one of the things you learn that I've just kind of known my whole life, but if you haven't actually had to deal with it the way that I had, is that like once people, you don't really often know who your friends are until basically there's like something that like shows the various like how class structure breaks down. So when this shit happened, they were just like, oh right, we were born rich, you grew up poor, I don't need to fucking help you. And then they just left. Like these are people like I took to Burning Man for the first time. Some of them have their careers because of things that I did for them as a favor. You know. So it's like it's a challenge because I do count my blessings. Not count them, but I also just try to be like respectful of the people who like help me out. But I didn't want to jump on a stream and be like, I need help, here's a stream. I also was just like, I was so distraught. I was like, I don't think I can be entertaining. I only started streaming essentially out of like both desperation, but also the sense of like I do miss gaming. It helps me like decompress in ways that other ways. That's why I like when I was up in Roosevelt National Forest, I did like a very small stream from there because I was trying to build just a little like shelter to stream from. But then just stuff came along and like stole money. Like I had all these things happen that were like just, I don't know. It was a tremendously terrifying experience that is still ongoing. And I have to go talk to the district attorney. I have to talk to the Secretary of State for Colorado on Monday. Yeah, because the real thing is that the sheriff's department, who basically was responsible for, they basically believed Adrian with no evidence, something which is like in this particular state legal. Even though like basically like what they did is like it's supposed to be in theory illegal to basically commit perjury, which she did, and the problem is that they did something bad, which is they essentially forged documents to essentially have me removed from my home. I'm sure is like something as a way of expedience, because they figured that the person is probably telling the truth, where Adrian wasn't. She was like lying so much. She was like accusing me of like planning to do like it. I can't even explain it. Yeah, also the other big thing is that I grew up, when I was young, I was very, 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 very poor as a kid. So, I was like on food stamps and like dependent on the government for stuff when I was young, because my dad disappeared and my family was pretty fucked up. So sociopaths, that's what they do. It's like, that's the reason why I shared that thing about it, like if I lose my home. So we owned a home together, and yeah. And then the video that I found, that I showed my friends, was of her basically admitting that I made her family tens of millions of dollars. Oh, a cross. That's terrible here. Yeah, in the United States, it's horrific. No, it's like basically like, it becomes this thing where like I described it jokingly as like, when you kind of get targeted by a sociopath and they're really successful, it kind of feels like what ends up happening is everyone just kind of takes a breath, looks around, looks at the person who like lost everything and is like struggling to survive psychologically, and they basically just kind of go, well, it's like, look at the sociopath, they're like, well, it looks pretty clean to us, good job, nice, cool, all right, yeah, fuck the poor. But like, what was really, I mean, this is dead ass honest. On her video, like, I knew I had done this, but she didn't tell me. She lied to me, and she basically did not tell me that I made her family many, many, many millions of dollars, and she hid it because she didn't want to tell me, because she wanted to keep all of it, I'm pretty sure. So that is a cause and grounds for murder. And when I went to go and drop all this evidence off at the district attorney's office, he hasn't called back. And I talked to 2 district attorneys, and they have been reluctant to engage with me at all. And if you bring like a district attorney evidence of like corruption in their police force, that's pretty severe. It's one of those things where like they should at least call me to like blow me off. Yeah, but they're not doing that, and that's pretty bad. Because I'm pretty sure they're hoping for the statute of limitations to basically be up. So it's nasty. It's really all I can. It's like the best way. It's just really bad. It's like a horrible situation. It's very. Multiple people tried to like kill me with abuse. I almost got shot. All of this really kind of like. It's hard to explain, but I knew, only looking back on it now, I realized like Adrian got a sense of like joy by like seeing me like slip into like states of like near she's just a murderer. I mean that's it. Like she's like I don't even know. It's like, imagine a murderer who uses like emotional abuse. and then can trick your friends into wanting to kill you. And that's what Adrian Birch is. And then no one believed it, and then once they realized it was true, they felt so much shame, they just literally would prefer to let me die. That's how selfish my community was. Whew. It's just one of those things where I got some I'm going to say, like, I got some very unusual help during that experience. And part of me just, like, wants to, like, celebrate that and highlight that, but it's hard because, like, when you go through something exceptional, there's, like, an experience you have where you're like, well, I should be really grateful for people showing up for me and helping me out, but also how do I put this? I'm extremely reluctant to talk about some of the ways that, like, I was very lucky during the experience in a very, like, it almost feels like magical way because of how much help I got for something. But it requires me to, I've, like, pretty much kind of, like, tell a very complicated story that's very nuanced and actually pretty fun and funny and lighthearted that I don't exactly know how to describe it. Cheerio. Oh, hello. Nice fleshy wall there. But hey, I lost like 60, 70 pounds. So, and I don't think I'm living anywhere now with black mold. So, just, like, there is a moment where you literally just have to, like, you have to find something, like, silly and lighthearted and laugh about it, or you will lose your fucking mind. Did you asshole? Okay, if I can find a weapon in here and some ammo or something, I might be a little less fucked up here. So these dumb fucks don't seem to be able to, like, understand how to use. Oh, hello, shit. Yeah, enjoy that, shithead. Yeah, that didn't feel too good, did it? I know, you sound very sad, little mutant. Coming all up in your cave and shit. Okay, you come here. There. Okay. What does the crucifix do? Is it like an Oogie Boogie thing? Okay. See, I think I have one stun shot left. Oh, shit. This is the first fucking cave you go into. What in the unholy fuck? Okay. How am I supposed to scrounge for shit? Okay, these are all good things. They're extremely valuable, but I mean, that was my original plan. I mean, like, I don't this is true. Like, I can't even, like, my own parent tried to kill me. Like, actually, and then my other parent also tried to kill me. I come from, like, one of the darkest backgrounds that you've probably heard in, like, the American story. And I just don't... It's brutal because, like, everyone seems to be, like, unable to kind of come to decisions based on, like, what they've heard is logical. So they jump to conclusions. And then, unless you overemphasize it in that kind of, like, it almost feels like a game show of human suffering kind of way, something that always has made me very uncomfortable. I can't, it's like people don't know how to hear it, because, like, it's like, everyone's like, this horrible thing I promise you. It's like when, and then like everyone's just like, and then it's a story about how they just couldn't quite find the right bag to accessorize an outfit with. But then like I'm like, yeah, my own parent tried to induce me to suicide by sleep depriving me because she has a brutal prefrontal cortex head injury. And then there's like recordings of me like begging to stay alive. Because when I tried to move into my car my first time, I didn't realize there was a huge water leak in it, and then the bottom of my car was covered in mold and mildew. So I got really sick. I got high blood pressure. So I basically was like, my only option was to basically like, I started like to like lose my mind a little bit because I kept basically jumping back and forth between all these toxic environments. They're like the only ones I had access to. And then when I like tried to explain to you how bad it was, they're like, it's not that bad. And then when I actually found the stuff that demonstrated it was that bad, they were just like, bye. But that's America, man. Like that's what it's like. I literally grew up my entire life knowing this. I just took a risk because my girlfriend at the time was showing signs of severe stress, and I desperately wanted a family my whole life. So yeah, but I sat down over and over again to tell the story, and then that's when my mom started trying to kill me. I was like staying at her apartment after like I was rendered homeless because I was just sitting in my house one day, and the sheriffs just showed up and removed me after this person just like lied and was like threatening and doing all this crazy shit. And then I just lost my mind. I mean, you can't even imagine how sadistic this was. It's one of those things where I'm smart enough to know and durable enough to know that if like I hadn't been poisoned, and I was poisoned probably 3 times, one by something unknown, once with arsenic, and then once with white hemlock. And I know pretty much for a fact that if I hadn't been driven into like an actual poison state and then essentially abused, I probably would have gotten over it. But oh yeah, and then in the first week that I was there, that's when the person, I just literally called them a person. They were the person I used to think of as my mom. Intentionally tried to sleep deprive me, but then she drugged me. So that was fun too. The literal way of describing that is when she like started like she would literally like start slamming a rolling pin on a kitchen counter for no reason in the middle of the night. Like the first day I was there. Oh look, a stun baton. And then she yeah. And then when I begged her to stop because I was in post-traumatic shock, because I showed up shaking, because it kind of like had me have flashbacks of the King Super shooting, like almost getting shot by one of the sheriff's deputies when he overreacted to something that was pretty basically not. Colorado's a really fucked up place. I mean, America's fucked up in like almost every look, but basically like they came to my house illegally. They didn't have a warrant. They did all this, like all that stuff that it's not supposed to happen to people. It happened to me. And then as I was picking up a backpack to pack up all my stuff, it was my hiking backpack, and it had bear mace on it. So that bear mace is a bright orange canister, and the sheriff's deputy went for his gun. Sorry, I have to get used to talking back because it's not like people aren't just going to ask me over and over and over again. Like, you act in a very tactful way, so don't worry about it. The people, like, when I talk to them in person are pretty awful. Oh, and then I've been targeted by several sociopaths since then. And I nearly stabbed a guy. I've had multiple people, like, threaten me with violence. I've had to, like, get in the way of other people, like, viciously and violently abusing young women. So I had every intention of venting and trying to make it happen, but there's, like, something, like, really sick and wrong with my hometown. And I knew that's the reason why I left. I came back because COVID. We got a house here because it was supposed to be just like kind of like a temporary home base, and then we would start traveling after that, but that didn't pan out, let's say. But I had every intention of basically like putting it on YouTube, making it a story, talking about how the laws were fucked up, and then talk about how this, like, you know, damages other victims and causes like serious, lasting, essentially kind of like generational trauma to the laws themselves. And then I'm talking like trauma, like damage, like very lasting societal damage to the laws themselves. And yeah, everyone stopped me, because that's the problem, is like once the story gets out, then you're going to tell the story about how everybody let you down. And unfortunately, like for me, I was like willing to forgive for so long my friends as like misunderstandings and stuff, but they just could not be bothered. Like by then they realized that they had really fucked up, and on some kind of subconscious level they had just fled. It was fucking insane. I can't, it's like, it's so fucking insane that like, uh-huh. Oh, you mean, how do I make this a stunning baton? There we go. Cool. Ow. The problem was like when you really fuck people up in real life and you don't finish the fucking job, like I didn't. I did almost nearly stab somebody. The thing is just like, in that particular instance, I was being sexually molested by a homosexual man who was basically faking that they were a victim so that they could, like, essentially lure me into, like, coercing me into sex. So when they, like, blocked my path, it's one of those things, like, I was explaining this a little in the earlier stream. Some people have a lot of anger. Some people have, basically, when someone did that, I shoved the motherfucker up against the wall, choked him, and then grabbed my knife just calmly from off of a fucking table while he was still frozen, took it out, and then held it like I was about to put it right through his fucking cranium. And he, like, I've never seen any kind of fear like that in someone's eyes ever, because it, like, a couple of times it happened before, the motherfucker was like, oh, this guy will actually maybe kill me. And part of me was just like, I should just fucking kill this motherfucker, like, right here. But I didn't. But then, of course, because sociopath's gonna sociopath, they called the motherfucking police on me. But then I was just like, okay, well, you know what? I left, and I was like, I just washed my hands of the whole situation. And then, of course, like every victim does, he's then got my phone number and then started trying to harass me. Which is obviously what victims do, right? You just start like, but he didn't call the cops. Yeah, kya, hiya, what up? Hi, are we good? Thanks, Game Lord. I will. You too. Okay, cool. Kind of making this work. You okay? Spookum. Yeah, man. I mean, I really like. It was the situation was. The reason why I'm like linking these two things together. I'm like in a video game you just get to like annihilate some mutants and not have to worry about the fucking police getting involved. But here, since police swarm and swirl around people like they're hunting the poor for sport, it becomes very challenging. Also, at some point here, this stream is going to cut out because I got to run over to the thing and get some electricity, but I keep hoping that too, but I mean, they don't call it post-traumatic stress disorder for, I'll just go, yeah, I'm hopeful. Allow me to adjust my previous statement to try and be more gracious to the fact that you're politely saying, yeah, I appreciate you saying that, and I also do appreciate very much the fact that what do you say about something that's that fucking insane? Great. You like the stick? Get the fucking flare. Alright. I still don't have any fucking feathers for arrows. Come here, you little fucker. You know what? But the stombaton does do some gusto damage. Ugh. Hold on a second here. I just got a notification. Somehow. Hi guys. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to run off into the night here in a moment. So, I'm actually just gonna yeah. Thanks, Kana. And I'm really sorry for what you saw too, man. We all carry the burdens of what was seen and what was done to us, and I'm just truly, genuinely sorry for whatever you saw and whatever you had to deal with. When you're one of those people who picks up the burden of other people being a coward, it's challenging in ways that it's almost impossible to describe. So. I can definitively say that you've probably seen something and been through something, and I just yeah. I wish you luck on your journey too, man. So I am gonna probably just sign off here, and then I gotta go probably just track down a place to go plug in my little car battery here. So I will talk to you. Alright, cool, man. You have a good one. Oh. Look in that guy's face, it's just really funny. Alright, well, talk to you soon, guys. And, adios. Muchachos.